And welcome back.
Welcome back to Mount Shasta. Let's all say hello on that camera. Hey,
Hi,
y'all.
everyone. Yeah.
So, my mom was talking to me last night and she was like, "Oh, Sherry's there and Lee." Oh, yeah. And Owen and Heather are here too. I think
Hi,
it's
Mom.
Yeah, it's cute. In our Costa Rica WhatsApp chat, they're like, "Tatiana." What's up? So it was like a big Stargate family we're creating around the world.
Yeah, it's really very special. And thank you so much for being here with us and bringing your energy. So let's all of us right now close your eyes, feel your own presence. And just connect to the thousands of people around the world, all tuning in to this moment of now. Intend to share your presence, your energy with everyone around the world. And just feel as we start to create an energetic simply by connecting to each other. We can make it stronger, really bring your presence and your intention to connect with everyone sharing this moment for now. Very good. So Alcazar has some words for us. Beloved ones, we are with you still. We are always with you. That is the very nature of oneness, an experience that you have forgotten over the many, many lives you have lived here on your earth in separation, in aloneness and lonely. Even those who think they have come from a beautiful family, if you look a little deeper, you will see what separates you from the others in your family. The little things unsaid, the judgments that you hold, they all create a separation. So we wish to just acknowledge the many thousands of people who came together, either physically or in using your technologies, when you gathered in Greece and connected around the world. You created a powerful energetic that moved out around your world, which shifted the very timeline of humanity and also of each one of you individually. We have had feedback from many people saying, Something has shifted. I can feel I am on a different trajectory now. Part of that energetic of change has created what we have called a void space, a space of in between. You have decided, with letting go of the old timeline, you have decided to step into a new one. And you have, in a sense, a foot in the old and a foot in the new. So you are in this space in between. And for many people, it created a feeling of lethargy, not wanting to do anything, feeling a bit lost, feeling low energy. This is part of this void space, this place between the old and the new. You cannot start on the new until you have let go of the anchors of the old. We are not saying you have to be perfect to go onto this new timeline. But there are certain things that you know you need to allow to move from your life. It can be something emotional. Very often, it has an emotional part to it. An old pattern, an old habit, an old addiction, whatever it is in your situation. But also with this energy of lethargy, not wanting to do anything, we also don't want to be bothered by looking back at the old habits. And so you find that you are extending this period of uncertainty, of uncomfortable energy, not really knowing why it is like this. So we invite you all to really understand what we are saying right now. It was meant to be like this. When you call for another higher level of existing, you cannot bring some of the old with you. So, being aware of this space between the old and the new, and use it, this awareness, to say, okay, what is it I need to let go of? What is it that is still holding me back in the old vibration, the old timeline? What do I need to acknowledge and let go? Understand that your subconscious actually does not want you to change. This is something which we've said before, but it's really important for each and every one of you to understand. Your subconscious is programmed to protect you, keep you alive, basically. And your subconscious does not want anything to change because right now you are alive. If something changes, it could be dangerous. There is a difference between the subconscious and your conscious mind. Your conscious mind can project into the future. Oh, it's going to be wonderful to be on this new timeline. But your subconscious is always in the present moment, in the now, taking care of you. It is your subconscious that reacts virtually instantly in difficult situations. You have all experienced these challenging situations, driving a car, riding a bike, walking out in front of traffic, whatever it is that you did, and your subconscious jumped in and took care of you. That is its function. Even something like you slip on some water or some ice, and instantly your subconscious brings you back into balance. It's that fast. Your subconscious works about 100 times faster than your conscious mind. So your subconscious doesn't want change. Your conscious mind wants change. You are here listening to these words because your conscious mind wants to evolve. But it is so important to recognize that part of self that does not want change. And so it is for you, your conscious mind, to address the subconscious. I want to know what this habit is and where it came from. I want to know so I can understand, because I have this feeling, or I have this knowing, that when I understand the root issue of this old habit, I will recognize I no longer need it anymore. I have heard explanations from Alcazar and others, and I can see that with a full understanding, I will not need this old habit anymore. You are, almost all of you, at this level of understanding. And we have said those who are drawn to the Stargate are highly intelligent people. Even if you would not judge yourself in that way. So, your conscious mind wants to change. Your conscious mind wants you to be free, more connected. The subconscious is holding on because it is misunderstanding. It does not realize that the changes that you wish to create will actually be of benefit, make you feel better. If you can understand this deeply, your subconscious will begin to listen. When you, with a strong intention, start to investigate a habit or an emotional program or an illness in the body, when you sincerely wish to investigate it, your subconscious will help you. It will show you a situation from your past. When you are sincerely looking, the subconscious is there to help. It is always there to help you. And so your conscious mind needs to be strong enough and clear enough to say, I want to investigate this. I want to know the truth about this, not what I have thought, because so often the thoughts are protective mechanisms from the subconscious. But what's the reality? Where did this program come from? And when you ask with this level of sincerity, the subconscious and existence comes to assist you. And so this is the way to move from this old into the new, stepping up into this new timeline. You will know when you have freed yourself from the old, because you will start to experience more and more of the new, more and more interesting and beautiful experiences happening in your life, more surprises in a way. For when you start to intend to be on this new timeline, existence supports you. Very often brings you more than you expected or asked for. So let us move into a meditation, which in a way seems a little silly to say this, because for most of you, as you listen to us, you drop into that quieter inner space. And so be comfortable in the body and close your eyes and relax. We are with you still.
So, beloved ones, taking a moment to truly sense with your awareness, sensing yourself in the body, sensing the space around you, allowing your awareness to expand quite naturally as you bring your focus into this moment, your perceptual field, your field of awareness speaks to you far more deeply. And so you can, with a curiosity, take this message, this distinction between your conscious and your subconscious. As you bring your conscious mind into the moment of now, you align yourself with the subconscious, which is always in the now. And so with a curiosity, you can plant a seed. Specificity is required because your subconscious knows everything quite truly. So get curious. What is it you are wishing to change? What is the old you are longing to free yourself from as you re-emerge into a new year, a new consciousness, a new you? How specific can you be? And you are asking right now your subconscious to be like a fertile soil that takes the seed of your asking and grows the soft tendrils of insight, sprouting toward the light of your awareness. And so, if you have not done so already, planting your seeds. And so we begin. Each one of us asking inside for the energy of the earth, the energy of Gaia, to come up into your body, into your energy field.
And so together we are inviting the consciousness of the earth to connect with us, to support us being present in the body, receptive. Yeah.
Just allowing the earth energy to truly touch you, to be infused into every cell of your body. Perhaps you can feel your cells responding to the energy of the earth. And now, each one of us asking inside for the activation of the Stargate.
We call for the activation of the Stargate here. And we invite each and every one of you to call forth an etheric Stargate to come to you and feel as your Stargate begins to radiate very soft, gentle energy around you. Nothing to do.
And now, once again, we ask all the Stargates around the world to vibrate higher. And so we are going to ask each one of you just to ask inside right now for a strong 12th dimensional energy field.
We call for a strong 12th dimensional energy field in all the Stargates around the world. And just notice a gentle shift in the energy around you as the Stargates around the world all start vibrating at the frequency ranges of the 12th dimension. And as you are held in these vibrations, and as you relax into them, as you know, your own energy field will gently vibrate higher until you are in harmony with the energies around you in your etheric Stargate. Very good. Very good. In your yesterday, we talked about the quantum field, that energy field of no thingness, just infinitely small light. Light and energy, the same at that level. And we mentioned how the coming together of these quanta of light start to create particles or atoms. And so, as we have done many times before, we are going to take you on a journey. And this direction that we will be giving you is for the mind. As we have said before, the masters have talked in parables. We talk also with images so that you can start to move into a deeper connection of all it is. So even if the mind says, "Oh, it can't be like that," it doesn't matter. Just follow the suggestions. So now we invite you all to be aware of your own awareness. Just notice you are, in a sense, the watcher, witnessing, sensing. You are aware of what's happening in your body. You're aware of your vibration. So, being aware of your own awareness. This awareness is your consciousness. So, being aware that you are a watcher, you witness, you sense. This consciousness that you experience in your body is but a small part of your superconscious self. They are not separate, they are connected. The connection is through that which you call your intuition. And your intuition can connect with you in different ways. Sometimes it is a feeling, a gut feeling. Sometimes it is even a small voice. Sometimes, for some of you, it happens in a visual way. All these ways are available to each and every one of you. But you are more open, perhaps, to some of these connection points to the superconscious than others. So, being aware of your own consciousness, it is an energy, it is a presence. And so, we are going to invite you to imagine this energy of your consciousness lifting up out of the body into the quantum field, into a place beyond any creation, beyond, into an absolute blackness where it is just energy. an absolute nothingness. And so just feeling your consciousness floating in an absolute blackness beyond anything in the physical or any other realms. Just feeling the blackness around you, below you, above you, stretching on to infinity and beyond. Your awareness, your consciousness in this vast nothingness. And as we often do in this type of meditation, we are going to invite you now to feel as if you are moving deeper into the blackness, deeper into the quantum field, feeling as if you are moving through this blackness, going deeper and deeper, a sense of movement through this space, moving deeper into the quantum field. Yes, yes. And there's a sense now that you are approaching something, even though you cannot see it, you can sense this doorway or this portal. We call it threshold sometimes. You are moving towards it. You can sense it in front of you as you move deeper into the quantum field. And as you come close to this doorway, this portal, you come to a pause and you feel yourself in front of this opening, this doorway, this vast space. And you feel yourself and your consciousness floating in this absolute blackness and being aware of all those others in this meditation together, all floating their consciousness with you, all poised to move across that threshold into the beyond, into that which we call the void. And so just feeling your consciousness, and we are going to move together through that doorway, across that threshold, and we are going to count from 3 to 0. When we say 0, we all move together like a wave of energy, supporting each other to go into the depths, into the void. And so be ready, feeling yourself floating in the blackness. 3, 2, 1, moving into deeper, feeling the movement again into the void, moving deeper, moving deeper, moving deeper into the absolute blackness of the void. Just moving and moving, and then slowly you feel yourself slowing down the movement, just gently ceasing. And you are floating now, still in an absolute blackness, that place that we call the void, that place that we call spirit, or God, or any of the many names that have been used to describe the indescribable, floating in absolute nothingness, just vast consciousness, a vast, incredible conscious energy field. And this is where your superconscious self exists. This is the vastness of who you are. You are an aspect of spirit. You exist here as part of spirit. As we have said before, in a similar way, a cell in your body is part of the whole. It's part of the whole and yet unique and separate. And this is who you are also. You are part. You are a cell in the vast consciousness of spirit, if you wish to see it in that way. Feel the energy of spirit around you. Allow this concept, these words that are trying to describe the vastness that you are. Feel your consciousness floating within the vast consciousness of spirit. And as you float there, we are going to invite you to allow your consciousness, your awareness, to very gently expand, very slowly and gently expanding into the void, visualizing, feeling, sensing you are expanding. And you are gently growing in all directions, effortlessly, just noticing you are gently expanding. And as you grow in all directions, just noticing that the boundary between your consciousness and spirit, your consciousness in the void, the boundaries are disappearing. And as you continue to expand, you find yourself just merging, disappearing into spirit, into God. Becoming one with all that is, with no expectation, just dissolving, disappearing. Yes. This is an aspect, a taste of your greatest self. We are with you here, for we are all merged into this oneness, this vast consciousness. We all exist here together. And then when we move our consciousness out from this place of the void, we appear to separate. We appear to individualize. We move into different realities, different dimensions. And so you call us your guides. You call each other human beings, and we individualize as we bring our focus back into the arena in which we play our part. And so we invite you now just to very slowly and gently feel your consciousness reforming within the void, feeling your own consciousness individualizing in the void. And then very slowly and gently start to feel that movement happening again, moving back towards that doorway, moving back towards the portal through which you have come. And as you move back through the quantum field, you find yourself moving towards your physical body. And then you just feel now as your consciousness comes back into your physical body. Maybe you can even have a sense of your consciousness returning to the body. Can you feel? Can you feel your awareness in the body? You have brought back a small part of your superconscious self as you return into the body. A little more awareness, a little more presence has been shared with you, your human consciousness. The connection through your intuition can be stronger now if you allow it. If you are ready, are you ready? And so, really feeling your body, really feeling your awareness within the body. And then very slowly bringing your awareness outwards, sensing the room around you, still with your eyes closed, but feeling the room around you and your place in the room. Feeling that part of the room behind you as well as to the sides and in front and above and below. You can sense the room around you. Feel the room around you. And then very slowly and gently, without rushing, just bring your awareness gently back into the room and allowing the eyes to come open when you're ready. And just coming all the way back, feeling yourself in the body, and just look around and see, is your vision just a little bit more 3D, a little clearer, maybe? Can you allow that a touch more clarity? Okay. So I think we're going to just invite a few comments about that experience. And Jules is going to check into the feed and see with comments from you guys at home. If you would like to add something, we'll start with some people here in the room.
That was really good. Thank you. Thank you so much. I have been trying to connect more with my superconsciousness so that I could evolve out of the need to eat without being hungry, to connect with my higher self so that I can become living in a more higher vibration and not have to succumb to the doubts and fears that are a part of my lower vibration. And that was just so beautiful because I really felt like I connected with my higher self, and I felt like I was God, that I was all part of God. In my youth, I used to take LSD, and one of the things that would happen to me when I took LSD was I knew I was God, and I could see the God in everybody else. And this brought me back without the drugs to that. And thank you. That was so incredible.
First of all, beloved one, you are always connected to your superconscious self. You do not have to want to connect. It is already there. It is to recognize that it is always there. These meditations are to help you realize this. And it is beautiful that you felt touched by the experience.
Yes.
Allow your intuition to guide you. We have said this over and over again. Your intuition is the voice of your superconscious self, wanting to give you, moment by moment, the best guidance. So, stop saying, I want to connect with my superconsciousness. I allow more of my superconscious self to connect with me.
Okay, good.
I invite more of my superconscious self into my humanness. This is the way to approach and to feel. For as you truly invite and allow, change starts to occur. And you are right, you are part of this energy of God or spirit. But because you are, and because each one of you is identified with the body, it is hard to grasp that oneness. But deep inside, you know, each and every one of you. And you know that part of why you are here now is to end separation and to move humanity back into the oneness. Because, beloveds, it is possible for you to be living and radiating oneness, even though you are individualized. That is what these enlightened ones are. That's the masters that have walked the earth, the true masters, those who were enlightened, as you call it. They knew absolutely that they were God, walking in the human form. It was not a knowing of the mind. It was a deep experience of this energy of God flowing through them. And this is where you are all headed.
Yay!
So thank you for your comment.
That was a good cue that I invite my super consciousness in, and I will continue to do that. Thank you so much.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So Efrat is saying, it's amazing. I did this meditation many times, but today the void felt different. I didn't want to come back.
Mm. It's always different every time. If you listen to this recording with the same words, your experience will be different next time, because you are different next time. And the energy of spirit responds to you. And the more you open up, the deeper the experience. And many people say, I don't want to come back from the meditation. Change the way you look at this. Start saying, I want to bring the meditation back into my life. That's why Alcazar so often says, bring the energy back as you open your eyes. Bring it with you. That's why we do these meditations, to know what's possible, to know the vibration that we could be living in all the time. Someone else?
Cool. Refugio is saying, I can feel the energy of the plants in my garden with my eyes. I feel more intimate, more one with what I see. I guess it's my superconscious teaching me how to see with no mind.
That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Someone here in the room now?
Coming back this time and opening my eyes, I actually feel kind of nauseous right now, kind of dizzy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's almost like the particles in my brain got scattered and are reforming. I haven't had this sensation before. And I have a question about our super consciousness. And do we each have our own, or is there just one super consciousness? And I think through this experience,
Before you get into this, beloved, let us address what you started with. You said you feel nauseous. Relax into it. Do not try and stop it. You are not going to vomit. Those around you are looking worried. Allow those energies that want to move out to move out. Your mind is interpreting, I want to throw up. Just imagine energy moving out of your body. What is happening right now is that you are releasing some of the old. Allow it to happen. Take a moment and allow it to happen. That is why it feels as if something is happening in the brain. It is. Each one of you need to understand, when you let go, when you release an old pattern, an old habit, your physical brain actually changes, because that energetic pathway in your brain-mind mechanism that has always taken you down that path of that limitation or that judgment or that habit, that energetic pathway is no longer needed. And it literally gets dissolved, and the brain reuses those parts to create a new pathway. So that is why it feels a little strange inside the head. But it will be gone in a few moments.
Good. Thank you. And then my other question, so do we each have our own super consciousness, or is there just one as we merged, like today when we merged, it felt like there was just one super consciousness rather than individual super consciousness.
Both are correct. As we said in the meditation, you merge back into spirit. And when you merge back, you are in the oneness. And then you individuate again. And that part that is your superconscious self is separate from the superconscious self of everyone else. But at the root, it is all spirit. We all come from that place. The angels are part of spirit, just as you are. The planets are all part of spirit, just as you are. All individualized for the experience. Why? What else can this vast consciousness do except to create the realities and then to experience them? So, beloved one, how are you feeling right now?
Better. My brain, it doesn't feel as scattered. It's still a little dizzy or nauseous, but it's getting better.
So, if you didn't have to use the word better, because when somebody says, I feel better, it also implies that you have been ill or sick. So, how are you feeling right now? Do you still feel nauseous?
No, there's a little dizziness right here, but not nauseous.
Good. So already that is moved out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Lisa is saying, I could feel myself as tiny particles in the pure blackness of the void. And at the same time, I was laying in my bed. My body has brought in more superconscious. Thank you.
Beautiful, Lisa.
And Colleen is saying, I sensed a deep sadness as I came back into my body. My vision was blackness in the void. When I came back, I continued to see purple, pink, and white colors filling my physical space. Interesting. Yeah, I think this is a theme, is this old coming up to be released.
Beautiful. Someone in the room?
So when we step through into the void, I just saw, whoa, so much light. It was so bright and so white, and it continued. And I thought, every time we've talked about the blackness of the void, I've never been able to relate to that.
Mm.
And I know I didn't make this up or force it, because I was not expecting it. I was really very, very. So can you comment on that? Because the light just remained the whole time.
Hmm. There is that place. For when we described the quanta, these tiny particles from which everything is made, we describe them as energy or light. And so some of you in these meditations choose to experience that energetic of light. That is okay. It is not to give yourself a hard time because you think you are doing it wrong. Just be with what is. You are all unique. You all have your own experiences. When we guide these meditations, we are aware that some of you are having different variations on what we are saying with the words. What we are sharing with the energies behind the words are guiding each one of you in the best way for you in the moment. So never struggle to follow our words if you find your experience is slightly or very different. Be with your experience. We are with you. Our words are for thousands of people. And therefore, we are guiding in a general way. The energies working with you, however, individually is very specific.
Mhm. Okay, thank you for that, because I wasn't concerned. I actually really liked it. It was so cool, and I just thought, wow, this is amazing. So my follow-on question is that it's been so beautiful, so amazing over the last year or two. I'm so coming to that space that I would call the void of just total silence and quiet.
Mm.
Like my body has no borders, and I'm just this big quiet.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, it's wonderful. It's pure silence and quiet, and my body's so relaxed.
Mm.
And there's almost like no me. And my desire, my intention is the word that I'm trying to look for, not the word want, because I totally hear what you're saying, is I'm experiencing already. And I want more of that, and to be able to live from that and speak from that and be with other people from that place.
So rather than I want,
Yeah.
I choose to live more of this.
That's the word. I choose to live more of this quiet silence, quiet, silent space.
There is an energy around words. The energy around want is that I want something I don't have.
Yeah.
That is why we encourage you to say, I choose more of, rather than I want. Even though logically want might seem an appropriate word. Energetically, it is not. It is important for each and every one of you to be aware of the energy behind the words you speak. Okay?
So the choose, is that how the masters live? Because again, I choose, and I just think that's my aspiration and my intention.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is such a fabulous place to be.
The masters do not choose it. They are simply living it. You are beginning to give yourself the smallest taste of this stillness. It is still a very small taste, and it's beautiful that you choose more. And there will come a point when you can't even be bothered to say, I choose more, because it just keeps on coming, because you keep on allowing.
See, I'm getting emotional even about that possibility because I realize I'm actually remembering the truth.
Indeed.
So that's why I'm getting emotional about it, because a part of me is saying, wow, that would be just so amazing.
So, another word, emotional. This is so common. I am getting emotional. What does that mean? I'm getting angry. I'm getting sad. I'm getting laughter. What does it mean? This is a word which doesn't describe anything in truth. All it says is there's energy moving, but it does not say I'm feeling good, I'm feeling sad, I'm feeling frustrated. What is it? Describe the sensation, not just saying I feel emotional. Because when you say emotional, there are 1,000 different interpretations as people hear you say this. So, what's the actual feeling?
Awe.
You feel in awe.
I feel like awe and excitement. And it's interesting because excitement is like, and awe is quiet. So it's both.
Mm-hmm.
I know what I choose to do more. I want to be able to dance from that place of quiet. Dance and jumping from that place of quiet. That's what I choose more of.
So, beloved, for those who cannot see you, she's moving around. That, beloved, is the physical body responding to the energy that you are allowing to come in. Can you sense that? The body wants to celebrate.
You know what? I just realized a really important thing. Before, I used to have the judgment, quiet and silence, all that is really boring. And now I realize I can be jumping and dancing and all that from that place of silence. So it's and it's all quiet and excitement and high energy.
That is just a step on the way, beloved. It is a step on the way to a deeper level of inner silence and beingness. But it is beautiful what you have said.
Thank you.
Enjoy the body dancing until
you.
it moves into the next level.
Okay, thank you.
So Ron is saying, when we came back, when we were brought back slowly, I was aware and could see the stars drifting back away from me, coming back into the Earth's atmosphere and seeing some sort of satellite clearly as I returned. It's interesting because when I read that the first time from Ron, I almost like remote viewed what he was seeing when he was coming back. I think it sounds like Ron was connecting into some kind of like literally like a re-entering the Earth's atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's cool. Linda's saying, I loved the reawakened awareness that my subconscious is working to take care of me and just needs to understand more and will respond to our communications as we grow and unfold.
That's beautiful, because the more we communicate from a clear conscious place, the more we communicate with our subconscious, the subconscious is taking care of you. The subconscious wants to take care of you, and it's doing it as best it can with the programs it was given. So those programs that are not working for you, you need to look at them and say to the subconscious, no, this isn't working for me. I don't want this anymore. And you can understand, you can ask, where is this coming from? And the subconscious will very often show you the situation or situations that created that limiting program that the subconscious took on in order to take care of you, to protect you. So when you are genuinely wanting to understand and release an old habit, the subconscious will help. It is not your enemy. Your subconscious is the one that walks. You don't have to think about how to walk. The subconscious does it. You don't have to think about how to talk. The subconscious does it. And it beats the heart, and it digests the food. It says all these messages to the body constantly. It's constantly monitoring everything. So when you clearly talk to it, it wants to respond, wants to help.
So there's a question from Prana. Dear Alcazar, as I am choosing a new timeline, I'm seeing my relations who are holding on to old structures are going into fear of survival. In this situation, how can I hold on to my light?
Beloved one, you are asking a question that many have. If I let go of the old, how do I survive?
She's saying her friends and family are holding on to the old.
Hmm?
Her friends and family are holding on to the old.
Yes, but so are you. If you are allowing your friends and family to hold on, then you are also. You are saying that you are in some sense responsible for them and they for you. No. You are the creator of your own reality. It is your fears that you are sensing right now. You cannot imagine that existence will take care of you. You cannot, or haven't as yet, started to project into your future a life where you feel abundant on all levels. Why are you not doing that? Because you have an attachment to the family, perhaps, an attachment to the old way of being, perhaps, an attachment to being supported financially, perhaps. There are many people in similar situations. It is for each one of you to start to realize that you are a powerful creator. The program that says I cannot survive by myself, that is a program that came from your early childhood. If you ask your subconscious, and we're talking to many people now, If there is a fear of survival, if I am by myself, if I let go of the support of the family, or the husband, or the wife, or the boss at work, if I let go of these, I cannot survive. That is a program. For many of you, it came from a situation early in your life. I cannot survive by myself. There was a moment in your earlier life when something happened. You felt absolutely alone and desperate. And that feeling, I cannot survive, was first created. You might have taken it on from your mother whilst you were in the womb. Let us give you an example. Maybe your parents were fighting. Maybe your mother wanted to leave her husband, your father, but she could not because she was afraid. She could not survive without him. Now I have a child too. How can I survive? He is the one earning the money. And so this program is impregnated into the little one in the womb. How can I survive by myself? And so if you have this fear of survival, if you follow where you know you need to go, then first deal with that program of survival. You can all survive and thrive. Okay, we thank you for your question because many need to hear that response. So, time for a break.
Okay.
And we'll be back with you very soon. So, when we take a break, can you all just stay still?